start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are the first or second seed come playoff time.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. That is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Here's Rodgers to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. His throw caught. Way out of 6. Touchdown, Jets. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 21-10. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it with Achane. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. Tua going to throw. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Tua now on first down. Touchdown, Dolphins. Robbie chosen from 21 yards away. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Straight ahead is Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Rodgers going to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
That's on me.
Intended for Hill. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball again on 2nd down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Rodgers. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Paul want to give up the middle. Down the left sideline. The way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. First first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On play action, here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll go again with Hall. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, you block over here.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll find Hall. There he goes again. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. Play action. Now it's Tua. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Tua. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Breece Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, 76 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Two to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 10 yards out. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The York on now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Hall again on second down. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jets on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Hall again. get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 181 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
2 and now on 1st down. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
88.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And my goodness, another interception. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They said their goal was to win 7 games.